Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV, and I have got an American Katie K there, all the way from Philadelphia. Hope you are all enjoying your evenings over there in America. But Katie K, how are you?
I'm good, James. How are you today?
Not good, mate. Not good. I was watching that yesterday, I must admit, but I am
Well, that was yesterday.
optimistic. Yeah, today's another day. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all good. Yeah, I mean, everything's all wonderful in the world, and move on now to Saturday, where it's going to be interesting even more so. So, Katie, talk to me. You watched the game yesterday. What do you make of
Yes.
it?
So I did catch the game in between working because here in America it was in the middle of the day. Um, obviously I think all of us are walking away disappointed, right? So
Mm,
we had plenty of opportunities. But my take on things, yeah, we have certain areas that were weak. I just think it was an unlucky day. I know a lot of people, may find that controversial, but this is not the team that we had 2 years ago. This is a team that, we're building. We're going to have
mm,
games where, we're still trying to work through the kinks, especially not having Cresswell. Agbana, of course, he's very missed. Yeah, we've lost the last 3 games, and we definitely need to win against Chelsea on Saturday. But, you know, we need time to work out those kinks as well. I just think that, everyone that's the doom and gloom, yeah, it's are we a top 4 team? Okay, yeah, we might struggle to be a top 4 team now, but that doesn't mean that we're not amazing and massive. We're still phenomenal. We've still grown and we still come so far from what we were.
I do love your optimism. I really do. I understand what you're saying, but when you look at the game yesterday, we got outplayed by a team who haven't won a game in 8, and it was just. I know we drew the game. It did feel like I lost yesterday, I must admit, but it was just one of them games yesterday where, fair enough, we had key chances and key moments in the game, so to speak, where, let's be honest, if Fornell's shot goes off the crossbar and in, that's 2-0, it's game over. If the VAR decision goes our way, it's 2-0, it's game over. But I think what has upset the fan base, and there's a lot of them who's digging out Ben Rama, which I think's a bit, it's a bit of an agenda going on with Ben Rama at present. I think Antonio hasn't come back from Jamaica, if I'm honest. I think he's still over in Jamaica. And ever since the international break, we haven't been great. We haven't. Even, let's think about Wolves, we were poor. Man City, yeah, it's Manchester City. But I must admit, yesterday I thought we played okay in spells, but we 67% possession at home is not good, Kate, is it? Let's be honest.
No, it's not. But, you know, like you said, we make some of those goals. It's a different game. I just really think, we're just having a little bit of a down spell. This is not the team that we were 2 years ago.
I must admit, yeah, we are being sort of spoiled at the minute, for where we are. And when you look at us, we're punching massively above our weight. But obviously, we took the lead with Souček, and we went 1-0 up. And I thought we was all right then. But then after that, we saw they had multiple chances, Brighton, just before half time even. And I written in the book there all the chances that they was having. We had some chances and all. But obviously, the second half come round. What did you make of the VAR decision?
I think we were unlucky, truly. But that's our luck with VAR.
Yeah.
But I think that if things had gone our way, would everyone feel this way? If we had come out of that game with a win?
I think it papers. I think Mike said it on Jake's channel, and he was bang on the money what he said. It papers over the cracks, basically. It's one of them ones. It's sort of, if we win that game 1-0, we move on to the next one, and everyone's happy because we've got the win. but I think it would have papered over cracks. Like, I think now, us drawing that game, Moyes has to do something against Chelsea. He has to change it around. There's no way he can carry on doing what he's doing. And if he does do that against Chelsea, he does play a 4-2-3-1 against Chelsea, he does play the same entire team against Chelsea again, then to me, what someone said to me a year ago is absolutely bang on the money. He's too stubborn. Obviously,
I mean, he is. You're right, and I do think that there needs to be a change. But you're talking about coaching versus the players and the game that we actually saw.
What did you make of the substitutes yesterday? Obviously, Ben Rama got subbed for who did he come on for? Lanzini, and the one that I can't work out personally is Arthur Mazawaku coming on for Fornells. That's one I just. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I'm not a Masuaku fan. I just have never been. He didn't do as poorly as I usually tend to think he does. But I wouldn't have put Masuaku in. I also would have substituted Ben Rama a lot earlier, of course. But it's Moyes. Yeah,
I must admit, I've got to admit, Ben Rama was poor. Like going forward, he was very poor, and I backed him up from minute one, and he was very poor. The Arthur one for me, and I've discussed it on my thing, and I've done it on the player ratings just a minute ago. For me, I just don't get why Arthur was on the pitch. It's nice to stop Lamptey, but when Brighton go down to 10 men, you bring another person in midfield and you shut the game down. And for some crazy reason, he didn't do it. Obviously now, it's a bitter pill to swallow, that one. So how do we move forward, Katie, going forward against Chelsea?
Well, like you said, I think Moyes needs to change up from the squad that we had out there. Chelsea's going to be a tough game, but it's still a winnable game.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I think that we need to get above our heads. So, we're coming off of 3 losses, right? They need to not focus on that. They need to focus on playing our game, continuing to go forward with the opportunities we get. And, they have to have confidence because we have to start finishing. If we finish those goals, we're going to be in a much better place. And they need to stay focused. So I think that that's kind of what needs to occur with Chelsea. They need to stay positive and stay focused.
I think against Chelsea, me personally, I think it's the perfect game for West Ham to sort of get up for. But I also do believe the system has got to change. It's got to be like a 4-3-3 or like a 4-4-2, like that Moyes is playing out of possession. For me, it just doesn't make no sense, if I'm honest, because that's an old system that was dead years ago. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of teams now are playing 3-4-3 or they're playing 4-3-3. So against Chelsea, he's got to do something different. Lanzini's got to come in. I can understand it now with the Lanzini one. The only one that I think shouldn't be playing on against Chelsea is Antonio. But what it is, people will say about playing Antonio because of Rudiger and Thiago Silva and all that. So let me ask you this, Katie. How do you see it going on Saturday against Chelsea?
Yeah, I do. I want him to play 3 up top. I think that we look much stronger with 3 across the top. I would hope that he would put Antonio, Bowen, and
Fornells, Lanzini.
Fornells up at the top.
I still don't understand why he subbed him yesterday. That's just the one baffling thing that done me yesterday on that was taking Pablo Fornells off. That's the one thing that baffled me in the slightest. And he's got to play. Lanzini's got to play. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. Even Craig Dawson yesterday he should be getting his head on that ball from Neil Mope, I must admit, or even Zuma. A pair of them have to be doing something. Do you know what I mean? But
I like Zuma behind Bowen. He's they're working very well together.
100%. But obviously we move on now. Right, it's a 1-1 draw against Brighton, and I just don't understand why we can't beat this team. I really don't. It's like a curse, isn't it?
It's funny. That's exactly what I'm going to talk about later. It is a curse. Like, I don't understand why. It's not like they're not beatable. They are so beatable. So yeah, I do think that there is some sort of curse going on with them, and why we can't, I don't know.
I've got no idea how we cannot beat this team, but we will find out back in the when we play them again in the last game of the season at the Amex. But it's just one of them ones, really. We've played them 9 times now, and we can't beat them once. And someone said to me yesterday, I think it was, or the day before I done a preview, and he turned around and said to me, "You got to understand, in them times we played them, James, we was fighting relegation." I said, "Yeah, I understand that, but we're not fighting relegation no more, and we still can't beat this team." So it's just madness. But what's your final thought, Katie, on the game and moving forward for Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough. We definitely need to walk away with a win on Saturday in order to keep things moving. If not, it's going to be really tough, a mental battle, I think, for everyone moving forward, not just for the players, but the fans as well. I don't want them to give up. I think that we've improved so much. Yeah, we have injuries. We're not going to get Augie back, which is, so disappointing, but we need to continue with the process, and we just got to sit tight.
I love it. Keep the faith. I must admit, that's the way in it. That's the positive vibe. I must admit, if there's any game that West Ham need to get up for, yeah, it's this one. Because Chelsea, if we play like we played against Brighton, we get steamrolled. No problem. Like it'd be 3 or 4. But I don't know. I've just got a funny feeling they're going to turn up. They're going to turn up on Saturday. I don't know why. I called the draw the other day. I said West Ham would draw this game against Brighton. I just didn't. This curse, mate, is unreal. But I must admit, against Chelsea, I don't know why. I've got a good vibe about it. I think there's something. They're going to change something, and something's going to click. And it's what better way to what better way to get over a bad spell to beat the team top of the league. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
We can.
Yeah.
I know we can. It's just a matter of what team shows up on Saturday.
100% agree with you, Katie. 100% agree with you. And yeah, so that has been Katie's Afterthought, first time ever on E20 Zone TV. And I'll get you on again, Katie, for your more analysis and positivity vibes. I do love it, I must admit, because you're like the bright light after a bad result.
No, I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible.
but it's the positive vibes, and we got it. We got it right there. Anyway, I want to thank you for coming on, Katie, tonight. I really do appreciate it, and appreciate you giving me your time also. So yeah, Katie will be back soon, doing an Afterthought all the way from the US of A, probably at the weekend. I'll be getting on some other people and all. Say, well, anyone who wants to come on from the US of A, message me, and there'll be a time and a place, and all you got to do is turn up. So yeah. Anyway, take care, everyone. All the best. Keep the faith. Come on, you irons.